It's not so much that the money went to the YMCA as it goes to the families who use the YMCA. In particular, for our daycare center over on Woodmere. Unbelievable that place has filled up in just 2 years of service. That just shows what a great need there is in this community for that kind of a thing.
So I don't know how you want to do the
Go ahead.
testimonials. One parent shared with us, I had been receiving CDC assistance through the state for quite a while, but due to fluctuating hours at work, I'm now ineligible. My son had been attending the Y Early Childhood Center since April 2011. Not only is he in love with teachers and facility itself, he is also learning a great deal. I really do not want to remove him from the center. This would absolutely devastate him. I am a single working mother receiving no child support of any kind, and I also attend college online in the evenings through Davenport College. By receiving this scholarship, my son would be able to continue attending the Y until he is ready for kindergarten, and I could rest easy knowing he is in a safe, nurturing environment, surrounded by his friends and a staff that is truly cares for him. Although I am unable to afford the full amount, I am willing and able to pay whatever necessary to keep him at the Y.
And if I could just piggyback on that idea too, the idea of the fluctuating rate of pay that this particular person had affected the amount of funding she could get from other sources. And that's kind of what we use with the United Way funding, is plug in the holes. The YMCA has a scholarship fund that we give assistance for. We also team up with DHS, of course, to get funding for childcare. And we also team up with the Angel Foundation. So we have several sources. A lot of people will already fit under the DHS umbrella, but there are holes and gaps that happen, especially when there's fluctuating pay. I have another example here I'd like to read to you too. Now, she says, one of my daughters is 19 months old and the other will be 3 months old on June 7th. I've been on maternity leave since March and will return to work on June 11th, so she was out of work for a time. I want my daughters to have the best education possible. And by the way, we're an education center at the YMCA. It's not just a babysitting center. And I believe our center is the best place for them. However, with my income and my fiance's income, we cannot afford tuition. I've contacted the Department of Human Services to apply for child care assistance, but they will not allow me to apply until I go back to work full time. This was the crux of our application to United Way for help. It's for people who wanted to return to work, but really, in many cases, it would actually cost them more to return to work because of the cost of child care. So we were able to help this particular person. She said she couldn't afford to pay for work and pay the full tuition. If we could just help her out some with the tuition so she could get back to work, get back on her feet, and then I love the old United Way saying, it's a hand up, not a handout. And that's exactly what this person needed, to get back into full-time employment, and then she didn't need the assistance anymore after that.
Perfect. So the money that you received helped people get the child care and get back on their feet.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Great. Was there anything else you'd like to say?
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really,
Absolutely.
it's especially tough when people want to get back to work and they can't because of the high cost of childcare. And when we can help them make that bridge, I especially love it when it's the people who just need something short term. And short term might mean 6 months or even a year, but it's short term. They want to get back on their feet. And if we can help them do that, that's awesome.
Right, and people, I don't think, realize how important programs like this, like what you have, are.
Yeah, we realize.
Yeah. Good.